Day 17 of training camp. We are getting towards the end. I think we literally have 4 or 5 more training camps left, and then maybe a little bit more. And then that's it. So today I have cuts. Today was a walkthrough. It's light. So I got some cuts. I got some news and notes, and something else you might want to check out in the beginning of the video. But let's stop beating around the bush and jump into it. What is up, Finn fans? We're almost there. One more preseason game, and then about 2 weeks kickoff against those New England Patriots. So getting closer and closer to training camp. But like I said in the intro, I'm going to talk about the cuts that were made today. I'm going to talk about some news and notes from today, Brian Flores presser, comment of the day, and all that good stuff. But before we jump into that, I got to shout out some new patrons, Hunter Kiblin and George, and a new member in Gar Gamer. Thank you so much for being a member. Also, don't forget to check out patchvibes.com. Again, I am repping one of their t-shirts. They have great patches. They have great pins, cups, all those good things. Use the promo code DW2. You get yourself 20% off. And don't forget about Backroom Collections. Fantastic artwork. They're coming out with new stuff constantly. If you use the promo code DDW, you get yourself 10% off. And also don't forget, link below is my new merch. I'm actually going to get myself a piece of it. Get it done Miami. So we got that out of the way. Fantasy Football League too. I know a lot of you guys are like, hey, Doug, how do I get a part of it? Now's your chance to be a part of the second Fantasy Football League. This video is probably coming out around 6 o'clock, so I'm hoping a lot of you guys are home from work and all that stuff. So, to be a part of the Fantasy Football League, the second one, I have 2 spots left in the first one. That one, the draft is September 5th at 9 o'clock. The second league, and I will tell you which one you're a part of, because again, first come, first serve. The second league will be drafting September 4th, Saturday at 9 p.m. It is a $20 buy-in. You have to make sure that you're able to be a part of this. You know, I don't know if overseas guys are be able to be a part of this, so make sure. But $20 buy-in. Third place, you get your money back. Second place, you get 3 times your money, $60. And first place is, I think, $120. So if you guys want to be a part of it, hit me up in an email. You guys know where my email is. It's in the description. Hit me up in email. Say in the title, DouglieDoWrong, or DDW, whatever, Fantasy Football League. I will hit you up back with the invitation. Hurry up and sign up. Pay. Make sure you pay, because I don't feel like chasing people down. Pay, and then you're in. And keep a notice of the top comment. I'm going to pin the top comment when the league is full. So there's that. The other thing we're going to be talking about before we jump into Brian Flores is the cuts from today. So the Dolphins have released offensive lineman Jermaine Elmorner, wide receiver Isaiah Ford. That man is just on the team, off the team, on the team, off the team. Waived/injured Robert Foster, which was kind of a surprise to me. I did not think Robert Foster was going to get cut, but he was waived, and then they've placed Lynn Bowden Jr. on injured reserve. And being that it happened before the season started, he is done for the year. Supposedly it's a hamstring injury, but from what I'm hearing, they're essentially just stashing him away without having the potential of losing him, because he kind of was struggling with injuries all camp and struggling in general. So those were the moves. They're now down to 80. Again, Neto doesn't necessarily go against that number. And then on the 31st, they have to get down to 53. I will do my prediction for the 53-man roster. I think I will do it on the 28th. I'll do a preview / prediction for the 53-man roster, either on the 28th or the 30th. But I will try to do it before they start cutting down to 53. But let's jump into what Brian Flores had to say, then some notes, and then get to comment of the day. Start with Brian Flores. Came out, talked to the media again. Today was a walkthrough. No pads, nothing. I know some of you guys were there. The camp is open for the public 24th, 25th, 26th, and 27th. And the 27th is the last day open to the public. So Brian Flores came out. He said Parker, Fuller, and Wilson will be out there working. All we could say is that they get back as quickly as they can. He said he will give an update on Parker, Fuller, and Wilson's status tomorrow when it isn't a walkthrough, which, please, for the love of God, I hope so. He said Waddle will be out there, but he's getting preventive work, so they're going to probably bring him back a little bit. I doubt we'll see him playing on Sunday against the Bengals. You know, he got that banged up injury, still went back out there, scared the crap out of all of us. Think he's done. He also said he's undecided if Tua will play on Sunday. Again, for me personally, I think I'm shutting him down. I'm shutting down certain people, right? Xavier Howard, Byron Jones, I wouldn't play on Sunday. Tua, I wouldn't play on Sunday. Waddle, I wouldn't play on Sunday. Whole offensive line is playing Sunday. I don't give a crap. All the offensive linemen are playing on Sunday. Agba, I wouldn't play on Sunday. I might have Jalen Phillips play there here and there. Not much. I'm shutting out. Like, to me, I'm treating this third preseason game like a fourth preseason game. He said he wants to ramp up the practice activity for Landon Roberts and Preston Williams after coming off the physically unable to perform list. He says on the wide receiver room, there's a lot of competition in that room. That competition is still playing out. This is a big week. We have guys who have practiced and guys who haven't practiced. Some decisions have to be made, tough decisions. And one of them, to me, was Robert Foster. I'm still surprised they released him. Roster bubble guys, he says, work hard, keep developing, and take advantage of your opportunities. And then talking on Solomon McKinley and just Liam Eichenberg. I almost said Jesse Eichenberg. What's wrong with me? Both guys have good moments and not so good moments. This is the big week for everyone on the team. So if you want to be a starter, if you want to make the team, this is it. And that's why I think we're going to see all the starting offensive linemen. And then some notes from practice. You know, X wasn't out there. He's sick. He doesn't have COVID, but he just has an illness. He's not out there. Devontae Parker was out there. He had a red non-contact jersey on. Will Fuller was out there. Fantastic to see him out there. Adam Pankey is dealing with a minor injury. Brandon Jones returned from an ankle injury. Albert Wilson, Isaiah Ford, Pankey, Beagle, Carter, Javaris Davis, Jakeem Grant, and Holland were all on stationary bikes. Sucks for Isaiah Ford. He was on that stationary bike, went back inside. He's like, "You're done." Bowden out with a hamstring injury. Again, he went to IR. No Jordan Scarlett or Robert Foster, but these two guys, I'm hearing a non-serious injury. And then again, Robert Foster was released. Sucks. Brennan Scarlett had a compression sleeve on his leg. He was out there, you know, kind of watching practice, not competing or doing anything. The offensive line one for this walkthrough was Austin Jackson. I'm going to go left to right. Like, kind of read left to right. Austin Jackson, Solomon Kinley, Deirdre Hunt, and Davis, which means that Liam Eichenberg is probably going to be running second team right tackle. I think they want to see what he can do more at the right tackle position and maybe stick him there. So we'll see how that pans out. Albert Wilson and Preston Williams were practicing with the team during the walkthrough portion, so kind of, not full-fledged running, right? We saw the videos of Will Fuller out there doing his thing, and some people were saying, hey, he's kind of moving slow. It's a walkthrough. You're not running. You're not full speed. You're not doing quick cuts. You're not doing this or that on walkthroughs. That's the whole point. You're going to see, you're not, but probably walkthroughs on the 31st as well. I think the last day of training camp is the 5th, if I'm correct. You guys can correct me below. I know the last for us, the fans, to see them is the 27th, but I think the last day of training camp is the 5th. And then where was I? Tua was out there with his starting receivers, throwing passes, getting that connection with them, with Waddle, Parker, and Fuller, and then Brissett was throwing to Albert Wilson and Preston Williams. It's nice to see him get that connection. But that's all I got for you. Like I said, it's a walkthrough, so no play-by-plays, no red zone drills, none of that. It's just a very easy day. Normally what they do, they did the same thing after they played the Chicago Bears. So, but I got some player quotes, and then we'll get to comment of the day. Devontae Parker said he's focused on being available for his first practice in 2 weeks. We need you available. I know we all talk about that. He's constantly injured and banged up, but when the man's out there, he's really good. So we need him out there. And then Fuller says, the most important thing for me is hearing the play calls from Tua in the huddle. He said they took time with me, but I felt good to go before this. So essentially he's saying he could have came out in practice probably with a joint practice with the Falcons. But he said he took their time, which, yes. We don't know what the injury is. Again, Brian Flores keeps a lot of things close to the chest, hush, hush. He might have been dealing with, an nagging hamstring injury, turf toe, whatever small type of injury. But he's not going to be there week 1. And we don't want to rush him in, and then all of a sudden he deals with like a Lynn Bowden type injury or something like that. So bring him along slowly. And then love the poise and accuracy of Tua. Looks good. Looking forward to working on chemistry with himself and Tua. And that's all I got for you today. Again, walkthrough. It's just getting some of the fundamentals down. But be sure to comment below. It seems like we're starting to get our receivers back. The fact that they cut a ton of receivers, I'm hoping some of them come back to the practice squad. But it seems like our receivers are starting to come back and starting to get ready for the season. And hopefully week 1, our starting receivers are out there. Obviously, it's not going to be Will Fuller. He's suspended week 1. But I'm hoping to see them out there and, completely dominate the New England Patriots. But be sure to comment below. What do you guys think of, the walkthrough? What do you guys think of the cuts? Are you surprised by any of those cuts? Like I said, it's not like a big surprise, like, oh my God, like Devontae Parker. But I thought Foster probably would have made it to the 53-man cut. I'm surprised he got cut so soon. It's probably a nagging injury that he's been dealing with. But comment below. And I'm going to get to one of you guys, a comment of the day. Now, this one comes from Jay Stanners, and Jay Stanners says, comment of the day. Doug, if what we saw from Gaskin is a small sample size of what we're going to get from him throughout the season, can we conclude that Miami's search for our star running back is over? Yes and no. I love Gaskin. I think he does really well. I think he did really well in the preseason games when he got his hand on the ball. My thing is, though, I want that running back that is an every down back that is going to be in there regardless. The Henry of, Tennessee Titans or, the Kamaras or, heck, even the Ricky Williams. Not saying that Gaskin isn't that, but it seems like Gaskin is still learning his craft. Because when I'm looking at film of him and especially Malcolm Brown, they dance a little bit too much for my liking. It seems like he is always trying to hit that home run instead of trying to just get yardage. He's trying to bounce it to the outside, or he's trying to dance a little bit and break a tackle and do what he did against the Oakland Raiders. Not saying he's not good, not saying he won't be good, but to say he's he's the star, I think it's still a little premature. We'll see what he does this season, but it is promising. Because he is very dangerous out in space, especially Ahmed with him. But that is the video. Hope you guys enjoy that. Like I said, keep an eye out for the pinned comment. I'll let you guys know when the league is filled. First come, first serve with that. First 11 to email me, you guys are in, and I'll let you guys know you're in. And then some of you guys who email me after if I don't email you back, that means you're not in. But I might keep you on the side. So email 12 to 15. I'll keep you on the side just in case the 11 that get to me first can't do it. But other than that, guys, I'll see you tomorrow with another day of training camp. But like usual, stay classy. Fins up.